healing from narcissistic abuse, symptoms, long-term effects, and recovery. Being a victim of narcissistic abuse can be a very traumatic and confusing experience. It often starts with this period of intense adoration and love bombing, where the abuser showers the victim with affection and attention. This is used to gain trust and control over the victim. And as the relationship progresses, the abuser's true colors begin to show, often just at home. And the victim may start to experience this range of negative emotions and symptoms. And some of the most common symptoms of narcissistic abuse include feeling constantly confused, on edge, having a sense of impending doom, and experiencing anxiety and depression. Victims may also have difficulty sleeping, suffer from insomnia, nightmares, or flashbacks. They may experience feelings of guilt, shame, and self-blame. And many struggle with self-worth and self-esteem issues. The abuser, or many abusers, also use manipulation tactics such as gaslighting, which is a form of psychological manipulation where the abuser manipulates the victim into doubting their own memories, perceptions, sanity. And this can of course make it even harder for the victim to be able to trust their own thoughts and feelings and memories. Victims often also experience physical symptoms, apart from any physical violence of course, such as headaches, stomach issues, and chronic fatigue. And they may also develop something which is emotional numbing, which is a coping mechanism to deal with the trauma. And they often feel a sense of hopelessness, helplessness, which sometimes leads to wanting to commit suicide. And the long-term effects of narcissistic abuse, they can be devastating, because victims, they have a hard time forming healthy relationships in the future, many of them, and have trust issues. They have difficulty trusting their own instincts and emotions, and have difficulty setting healthy personal boundaries, and that's also being more susceptible to future abuse. It's essential for victims of narcissistic abuse to seek help and to surround themselves with a support system of understanding and empathetic individuals. Because healing from narcissistic abuse is a process, and you need to actively work on the healing of the trauma to be free from it. It just doesn't pass naturally with time. In fact, it can actually get worse. So remember that the abuse, whatever the abuser have told you, it's not your fault, and you deserve to be treated with respect and kindness. Click the link in my bio if you want my help to go from traumatized to happy and peaceful. I've done the journey myself.